Hello and welcome.
Hello.
Rolling in.
Alright, so this is going to be DKC 2, 102%. I'm going to be collecting a bunch of stuff that Clayton didn't bother collecting.
Come on.
And yeah, I guess I'll fire it up in 3, 2, 1, Smurf!
Oh yeah.
As you can see, Void's rolling in.
Rolling in.
Oh, I didn't know this was a song.
So the difference between any percent and 102 is that Void is going to get every collectible in the game. Instead of just warping through every world to the end, he's going to go through and get all of the bonuses, all the DK coins, all that good stuff.
There is a creme coin cheat you can use that's only used for the true ending category, just because the 102 rules dictate that you actually have to do all the bonuses and get all the coins naturally.
And all the crim coins from the bonuses is how Void's going to get into each of the Lost World levels.
Why the F everything?
Yo, heck Ramby.
Heck Ramby.
Come on.
Agreed.
Worst animal buddy ever.
A Nekrovakali, the worst animal buddy.
He's rude, he's crass, he doesn't even jump well.
When do you get Winky?
You don't get Winky in this run.
No.
Because Winky is not in this game.
He's too powerful.
Feels bad.
They took him out of the game, he was OP.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
They had to replace him with Rattler.
And then Bradley's not even that great.
Hey man.
Noodle Frog.
Hitboxes, by the way. That was a pretty good bonus.
Okay.
Nice little sound glitch going on.
Oh, the banana coins are not required for completion.
So yeah, one of the first major differences between 102 and 80% for this level is that you would wrong warp at the beginning of this level instead of going through and getting all of this stuff. So it's entire, you get to see the entire level here.
You actually won't do any wrong warps in this category because they don't count for completion of the level, they just give you a percentage.
This is actually one of the hardest bonuses to do, like, ideally. Just because ropes are impossible.
Yeah.
And wiggling while you climb is like no mean really hard.
Take that, I guess.
Use right and left to not only wiggle right and left on the ropes, but also to go like from one section of rope to the next. So it's just holding right or left for the right amount of frames where you'll switch sides on the rope, but not actually go to the next set. This
And we are never lucky.
Never lucky.
Yeah, that's
Ponoko.
Yeah, Ponoko.
This is the only additional instance of RNG between 80% and 102%.
And then what Void just did there is called a big boy. When you throw your girlfriend onto an enemy and jump at the same time as she's coming back, you can actually get a double jump. So, sort of a little glitch in there. Red guy.
red guy.
Right guy.
There's another one you can do right there. It saves about nothing, so it's not really worth going for unless trying to get world recce.
And
Or unless you want to go on tilt.
Yeah, that too.
World winner.
and no, Kong letters do not count towards percentage, so.
Kong letters just give you extra lives. They're not tracked anywhere.
Also, this guy get extra life.
So I'm visiting Grandma here because I miss her.
Yeah, you have to visit every Kong at least once because they give you 1% for some reason. So he'll visit everybody in World 1.
Nice luck, Jaw. Good RNG.
Yeah. He'll visit everybody except for Cranky in World 1, which he will visit in World 4, just because it's a little bit faster.
And that saves like 0.3 throwing your girlfriend instead of actually going to go get the coin there. But she still follows you out.
And there's going to be a couple instances where Void will go through and beat the level and then come back in.
After you beat a level, you can start select out. so sometimes that's faster.
Yeah, this is one of those instances.
So it's just the one bonus right at the beginning. Right at the end.
And this is on guard. He is not very good in this game. We don't take too kindly to him.
Eduardo.
He is an FA fish, as you might say. So what V0oid did there was he charged and grabbed the coin, and as he grabbed the coin, he start selected out of the level to skip a little bit of the fanfare and saves a little bit of time.
It also saves the transition back to the rest of the level. Out of the bonus.
Use action, take the warp again, and fall down to collect all the bonuses. It's faster than climbing up.
Basically, do this level like the other way around.
Ropes are still impossible.
Monk
Yeah,
ass.
that was a big Monkos right there. And so there is no Lost World level for World 1.
Also, no, 1.0.
Yeah, you have to do 102 on a different version than you would do any percent.
Specifically for one trick later.
In Fiery Furnace.
What's your bets, boys?
I'm on 2.
2?
Yeah. So this,
Fakeless. We'll say fakeless.
this is Crow, the biggest spot of RNG in the game. Here in this second phase, you'll be up on top of the nest, and he's going to start throwing out eggs, and they can be fake or real. And oh, there's one. Is Crow going to be nice?
Oh, no.
2.
Heck.
2.
Hey, I win. Nice run.
Clayton now has one pyramid.
Yep.
You win a Panoka.
Yeah.
What's the record for that? Like 17.
I think the record's
I think it's
20. I thought it was like 21 now.
Oh, it got up again? Yeah, so
Every time we ask about the fakes record, it goes up.
I know.
To
that
my
it's
knowledge,
pretty
it was still 19. But
Yeah,
Oh, maybe it is 19.
I thought it was 19 by some random German guy that played the game. He's not in any way like part of our community or whatever, unfortunately, because he'd be a legend. But
Because I remember just your average Dave had 17.
yeah,
If it's the German guy still, then it's 19.
Yeah.
So
as far as we know, the highest ever recorded was 19 fakes. It's kind of weird to describe. I guess it's based on the frame that you enter the level. Because if you like make a save state, once you're already in, you'll always get the same number of fakes. And then I guess somehow it's like a 50-50 chance, but that doesn't really make sense if it's already predetermined by the time you get there. So. This is Shoes the Spider. He's got some cool kicks. You saw V0oid making some platforms there instantly. Instead of shooting it out and waiting for it to go somewhere and then making it into a platform, if you press either LR or I always get the A and B confused because
yeah, it's
A. LR or A at the same time, you'll get the platform instantly.
Does anybody? Yeah. Does anybody actually use A? It's like
Probably
the
For
not.
platforms?
I
Yeah.
did because I didn't realize you could use the shoulder buttons.
Yeah.
I was like doing all this stuff with just the A button.
I did casually.
Everyone called me an
Casuals
idiot,
do.
rightfully.
Yeah. I didn't know if anyone.
For instant platforms, I doubt it.
Yeah.
but,
Yeah, it's pretty inconvenient just because you usually have your thumb on Y and B to jump and shoot.
Hardest coin in the game to find.
Yeah, so this is where they thought they were really creative and put a DK coin inside of a bonus.
Cosmic Brain.
So you normally need to be whichever Kong to jump into those barrels with the Kong faces on it, but you can sort of gimmick it a little bit and throw the Kong into it and still counts.
Shout out to Ligma Skip right there. Best trick in the game.
Ligma escape. Let's do it again.
It's another level where you fall down from the top.
The trick's so nice you do it twice.
Yeah.
The really big boy.
So yeah, now I'm gonna fall down and do the last 2 bonuses.
Bucket strats.
Thank you for the hyper yobby, Mr. Louis underscore.
Really helps the stream.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Nice text.
Turn that off. Oh, there's Angie.
Hi, Angie.
Hi Angie.
So yeah, this is an extremely difficult bonus. You have to do nothing except for push left or right. Oh wow, nice.
Again, starts like that to save some time.
So this is Clubba, and he is the guardian of the Lost World. And you give him your Crim coins, and then you get to go do these extra levels.
Level in each world except for 1 and 7, I guess.
This guy whose friendship can literally be bought.
Yeah. And so later in this level, Void is going to do a trick known as Scrolly Scroll, which happens twice in the game. And basically he's going to confuse the game into,
The game gets confused.
yeah, like jettisoning him. Yeah, well, do you do it in Hornet Hole in 102?
No.
No?
Because you gotta go to the bonus.
Oh, yeah. So it doesn't happen in this run, but there are 2 instances of it overall in the game.
Kobe.
Kobe.
But yeah, the game's gonna get super confused when Void does some stuff, and it's going to just propel him
So he
across.
loads a tire there and shoots out of the barrel onto the tire. That unlocks the camera. So this is the scrolly scroll. If he went past the target there, that'd be a real bad time because you can't go back left.
Ever?
Not when the camera's unlocked like that. You have to take damage to turn it off.
I skipped the DK barrel because I'm flexing. And also because having 2 Kongs in a later part of this level causes a bunch of lag.
So he did a quick dive there. It's just like quick dives in Banjo-Kazooie because Rareware likes putting them in all their games. You crouch off an edge and you dive into the water a little bit deeper, a little bit faster.
Void at the start.
Kazuna, thank you.
Because I believe that start barrel also generates a bunch of lag.
Yeah, don't need it because he's
We're
a god
alpha
gamer.
gamers, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Gamers rise up.
Why does everything cost Crim coins?
Why the F?
This bonus is actually like deceptively tricky because of On Guard's terrible hitbox.
Yeah.
So it can look like you're perfectly lined up to stab those guys, and if you take damage at all, you have to completely restart the bonus. So you have to be really, really precise.
It's not as punishing to fail that bonus as others in the run, but it still like puts you on life tilt.
Ramsey job.
Okay, so here's here we're gonna have a real fun time. You don't use invisible objects to manipulate the bonus barrel's IDs like Clayton did in his run, but instead you can still pick up things and move them because you can still hold the IDs of objects inside the invisible object.
Yeah, Rhinos can't fly.
Yeah, Rhinos definitely can't fly. So we'll see him.
It's not over yet.
Yeah, no, you hold your applause. We'll see him. Oh, you can still
Heck, Randy.
polish all the
Come
time.
on, Randy.
You'll see him use an invisible object to move another object. It's a pretty good skip.
Yeah, so that's the newest trick in 102, isn't it?
The newest biggest thing for sure. There's been minor like optimizations. So clash the beetle on the slope.
Ah,
Heck.
heck, Renby. Alright, that's fine.
So
Basically, gonna have to mulligan into the old strat, except I'm gonna have to do a death warp. Death warp hype.
So he's trying to use that invisible object to move the no Ramby sign. You put it on the other side of Ramby, so then you can take Ramby through the end of the stage, which is much faster.
And earlier when you seemingly flew across the lava, it was because the way Ramby bounces off of the bees and everything, if you do it right, after you hit one of the bees, you can turn left and right and then do Ramby's little thrust, and it kind of gives you an extra double jump that keeps you from falling into the lava, and it gives you just enough height to get on top of the balloon.
So about how much does that save compared to what we used to do?
And he
8
turned
seconds. I should have goal swapped.
Blueberry 26 says, "You've got this, Void."
Thanks, Blueberry 26.
Did you guys know that it was Blueberry 26's birthday the other day?
No, I didn't.
Happy belated birthday, Blueberry.
Happy
26.
birthday, Blue.
Happy belated birthday, Blue. It's not for you.
Wow, you got a knob polish for your
Yo,
birthday?
Triple X Gamer, thanks for the Twitch Prime sub.
Another big boy there.
Welcome to the Lurk and Jerk Brotherhood.
Wow, nice RNG.
Yeah.
That one's scripted. There's
Spoiler alert.
like 7
Yeah.
chests there or whatever, but it's always in the same position.
That deboost was not scripted, but
Yeah, a little unlucky there, just because hitboxes are weird when you're jumping up.
it's a
like-
really tricky jump to go for.
Yeah.
I should not have gone for it, but I felt ballsy. So unfortunately, I'm gonna have to take a small detour, then get into this barrel. Because I need both Kongs to reach that barrel.
Normally you team throw into it.
Yeah.
The Dark Argo asking in chat, the hand slapping isn't DKC1 in this game, but Dixie always kicks Diddy
Yeah,
for animation.
and Diddy pulls her hair. They're a lot less amicable than Diddy and Diddy and Donkey are.
Which I don't understand, because they're boyfriend and girlfriend. You think they would be
They
nice.
must have been together for a long time.
Yeah.
It's just playful.
So this is our boy Squawks.
He's really bad in this game. On guard is.
Yeah.
Don't you know they get deboost there?
If I have Diddy in front, yeah.
Oh, to swap Kongs, okay.
Oh, I didn't know if I was gonna hit that one.
NA aim.
So now we are gonna get to see one of the best tricks in the game.
Shh, don't curse it.
Double frame perfect.
Very, very small instance of RNG here where the cannonballs drop. They can be all the way right next to Cleaver, or they can be, like you saw, very far away. Pretty minimal though, you really don't reset over something like that.
Oh wow.
You jinxed it, I told you.
That's me. I mean, it's a double frame perfect trick. So
Yeah.
it's-
Can you believe it? Where's Empty? He needs to teach you about Contoon Fly.
It doesn't matter, I input it too early.
Took me like 2 days to realize you had to apply. When you're doing your jump.
So what Void tried to do there is called Lava Fly, and it's a trick that I was not good enough to do in my run. But you get up here and you should be able to get all the way to the other side if you buffer your jump.
There we go.
Yeah, there you go. And you actually have to make sure that you get Cleaver to lunge at you like that, because if not, then the hooks won't spawn. And then you just get stuck on the other side, and it's game over.
It's a bad time.
Well, not game over, but it's not.
You have to do it again. Runs ever down.
Flying Diddy for the fans.
Stay hydrated.
I don't think I'm gonna drink.
Yeah, don't drink the Dutch Glow.
It'd be wise not to. It won't clean your insides.
It'll polish my insides real good.
Yeah. All right, now we're into World 3.
When's Bramble Blast? Soon TM.
Everyone will get to relive their childhood very soon. So we're doing some more Ramby flying.
Double jump there. Skip a barrel.
We're gonna wait on the cloak to throw some things.
Bop some mice. And then ideally... Oh, you didn't go for the chest grab.
Nah,
Alright. Well, you can...
you can't die going for it, so
Yeah.
I didn't bother.
You can grab the chest from the cloak before he throws it. Saves, again, like nothing, but kind of cool to see. Again, team throwing into that auto barrel just like Clayton did, charging a super jump for a swamp fly. Take damage here.
G.
G. Nice one. Oh, okay, got him.
Can skip a couple barrels here. At one point in time, we were on a quest to name all of the bonuses. I think that's been postponed.
That was a very short-lived quest.
Yeah, it was like a week long at GDQ. But yeah, if you come up with creative names, go for it. Shout them out in chat.
This is the first Kaizo level in the game. It's Glimmer's Galleon.
Ligma's Galleon.
Ligmer's Galleon. And the reason it's so bad is because every time you bonk on any sort of corner or anything that could slow your momentum down, it's a pretty big time loss.
You can lose full seconds at a time if they're really bad.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Glimmer is not great.
Every time you turn, he turns, and the whole screen goes white for like a frame.
And this is going to be another instance where Void's going to finish the level and then go back and grab the bonuses after.
Bonuses are kind of out of the way early in the beginning, so it's better to play out the level and then go back and get the bonuses rather than essentially like go backwards from the start, do the bonuses, and then play the level out. Saves backtracking. Manipulation there for those pufferfish.
Puffers.
So if you never found all the bonuses and everything in this level, it's because you didn't go backwards. I think Cranky actually gives you a hint.
The one time in the game where you don't go where the bananas are, so what it says.
To be fair, DK coin this level is well hidden.
Yes.
It does give you a hint. It says like, it might be dark and scary at the beginning, but don't let it get you down.
Yeah. 3.
3.
Four.
4.
Okay,
This can still 34.
Crackhead.
34, 13.
Neat little trick here. Clash the chest on 2 of the bees by picking it up once. Saves you, I don't know, a little bit. Nice bananas.
Yeah, and 102 for sure.
Yeah, the second half is.
This is some of DKC2's platforming at its purest. And we used to have to do it in any percent until we found that cool little skip.
Now instead, you lose runs to the wrong warp instead of losing runs to the back half of Crackhead.
That's glitch coin.
Nice coin.
Yeah, he loads a different palette, so the coins palette gets overwritten.
I want to say that has to do with the squid around screen.
Oh.
Some deep rolls
Cute.
there.
Nice
Into the
Crackhead.
swamp. Well done. Now we get to play with Needle Snake.
Nerf
Oh
Twinkie.
yeah.
Ah, yeah.
This level's pretty muck ass.
Yeah. So this is Sugma Battle. And it's because Ratley has been diagnosed with a rare form of Sugma, and it makes his hitbox really bad. So there are times where you can jump directly on top of a guy and still take damage because, you know, it's just how it makes sense.
We can play a game called Who Wins, Snake or Guy.
Yeah, Snake or Guy is a good game.
It's one of our favorite games to play in our Discord. We'll get, you know, unjustly hit or whatever, or so we think. Take an image before, take an image after. Post the before image and see who thinks who wins.
Sometimes terrible hitbox works out in his favor.
Yeah.
Fox Die 23 says, "Yo V0oid, what's up?"
Yo, what's poppin'? Gamer.
Him pop, him hitbox.
That too. Very recently there was a
Nice, dude.
small optimization in this bonus found, just doing double jumps in order to use a primarily vertical momentum movement style animal buddy to propel him more vertically, or horizontally rather. So yeah, that's basically the summary of this level is use an animal buddy who excels in vertical movement and go horizontal with him. Do exactly the opposite of what he's meant to do.
Exactly as the donkey got its head in.
Yeah.
So Ratley normally has a charge move where he can jump higher, but V0oid's doing some short hops and double jumps that you can execute if you press the jump button at like the peak of the way he bounces. It's I think that's probably the hardest like overall tech to master in the game.
Lost World Part 2. Black Ice Battle.
This level is so cool when done correctly.
This is Ice PCP basically.
Black Ice like
Yeah.
PCP's Parachute Panic, we'll see that later. Oop.
That's a new one.
Yeah. The most common phrase in speedrunning. I've never done that.
It's never happened before.
first time for everything.
Alright, back on the route.
So another interesting thing about the 1.0 version is in this level, sometimes the camera doesn't follow you properly when you're falling and you're dying.
Yeah, sometimes you go faster than the camera and you hit the death plane at the bottom of the screen, even though there's supposed to be stuff below you.
Thought I was gonna hit that guy again.
Yeah.
Last time I did a marathon run, I hit that guy.
Teams up at the end of bonuses when he grabs the coins just to save a few frames of animation, gets your Kongs closer together. Quicker exits. Went for a plink there at the end. Normally if you jump on a target from too high, you'll get the fanfare, which loses a lot. You lose a little bit as Dixie and you lose a lot as Diddy. So if you do a plink, if you jump and then team up really quickly after, I think it's 2-frame window, the game thinks that you jumped, but from a really short height, so you don't have to do a full jump onto the target. So it saves a little bit of time there.
That's pretty good.
And
The
then
bonus.
V0oid did a super jump to get up into that bonus. If you switch Kongs while you're in the water, the next time you take damage, you can just hold jump and it'll shoot you up through the level.
Another one here, I believe.
Yeah, second one right here.
And there we go.
Use this one. Yeah. Something unique to this game in 100% categories is the cannon bonuses. You have to take a cannonball to a cannon to get shot into a bonus.
That's a pretty good bonus.
Oh, I didn't jump out of the water. Nice.
Oh, wow.
Nice super jump.
Yeah, you noticed?
Yeah.
All right, everyone, quiet in the library.
Child.
That's a quick shot.
Yeah, so it's about a 3-frame window when you enter the barrel. If you press the B button again, it'll instantly shoot you out whatever direction the barrel's facing.
Before it turns.
Yeah.
Ordinarily, you would damage boost in that bonus, but you can use Diddy in front.
And Joe, I'm glad that this song reminds you of your childhood.
Nice. That's a quick shot I hate missing.
Yeah.
So a little wiggle there to just avoid a barrel. Same thing there to avoid that auto barrel up top. You have some control over your Kongs when you shoot out of barrels, sometimes. So that's one instance there.
There's another
Nice
big
vine
one.
clip.
Nice fine clip.
I haven't played in 2 weeks, but it's still free.
It's always free for God gamers.
Gaming.
Gamers gaming.
Rise up. Oh, nice.
Oop.
Tried to cut it a bit too close to that B. That's fine.
Fine, you want Dixie in front.
So something different about when you ride Squawks, or like when he holds you as opposed to when you get transformed into him. I believe if you go along the bottom on the brambles, you don't take damage because the bird is the hitbox, not the Kongs.
Correct.
That is correct. This is Cudgel, the boss of World 3. Arguably the most boring fight in the game. About the only, about the only thing that you actually do here is get these quick hits on him. And ends up saving like, what, 2 seconds overall when you add them all up? But V0oid's gonna basically count the oscillations of Dixie's hair from when she grabs the barrel. And I think it goes 6, 4, 2, then 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, it changes each time. The timing changes. He jumps at you faster.
Yep. So it's just a rinse and repeat, really.
Glorified cutscene.
Yeah, it's really easy to mess this boss up because you just get sidetracked, think you can read chat, just do something else that's not fighting this boss. This is 1, 2. Nice.
Good fight.
Thanks.
34, 35.
It was hard fought.
So each of the worlds has sort of like a theme to it. The first one, you're on a pirate ship. Second one, it's all like lava stuff and mining. Third one's, you know, swampy, boggy, or whatever. And so now we are entering the carnival / beehive. So you'll see a lot of honey climbing, which are basically alteration of like wall jumps that you'd see in like Super Metroid or whatever. Secretly, like one of the hardest things in the game to do optimally. You have to hold away from whichever wall you're on and press jump to jump off of the wall. And obviously you don't want to jump too far away from the wall.
Fuck.
Totally intended.
You need to have Squitter here to get the point
Yep.
and the bonus.
Yeah, you need Squitter to kill the bees, like that.
I didn't think I was gonna kill the lower one,
Yeah.
so I like stopped right in front of it.
Use the barrel to get up just a little bit faster rather than doing a whole bunch of jumps.
Ooh,
And nice dismount over the bee.
shout out to Tonkatsu.
Tonkatsu.
This is good luck.
Colon, pig
Thank
2,
you.
colon.
Colon ramen, colon.
I don't know any Smash players here.
Real spiders can't walk in honey. Oh. Interesting tidbit of information.
That's
to
why they
have.
have shoes.
Yeah, he's fine.
Exactly.
Such good shoes.
Back to the beginning to
Good orange.
pick up a bonus.
Back to the beach.
Say
Yeah.
hi to Hillock for me.
Where there's not one but two bonuses at the beginning of the stage.
Plural.
Boni.
Boni.
Bone ring.
Let me get a
Boneless.
boneless.
Boneless pizza.
I miss Slick.
Slick.
Shout out to Slick.
Shout out Slick.
Slick, if you're out there, we love you.
Come back, please.
Come back from the war.
It's cool that you have like a real life and stuff, but
Come back from the war.
Hat slick.
again, nice start select.
How big is the window to start select with the coin?
It's kind of tight.
Yeah.
I think it actually depends.
It's
Like,
definitely
I
not
remember
free.
trying it and it seemed like more lenient than I expected.
It's not free,
I
but
think it's a handful of frames.
It's not free and it's different per bonus, I believe.
shout outs to Hillock indeed, carrotastic. So this is where V0oid is gonna go for swag balloon a little bit later. He told me in the room last night.
Clayton has been banned.
He was
His
practicing
channel.
You cannot
swipe balloon.
ban the broadcast.
Bribe me.
Yeah, if you guys want to see V0oid go for swag balloon, be sure to go to twitch.tv/V0oid/subscribe and get your $25 subs in.
Also donated $1,000 because that's a good number of money.
Yeah.
If you get the $25 sub, the email
Here,
gets a
it's
picture of
skip
my
killing
face on the
all
Game Boy
these.
camera.
Yeah,
So-
that's worth it alone, actually.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
interesting thing about that bonus, you despawn the bird and turn him into bananas, and if you collect the bananas, it counts as dispatching an enemy. So you actually don't kill one of the bees in that bonus.
And it is a time save.
It's actually important to have Diddy in front for this level because there are a couple of skips you can do. Flitter skips, you just bounce on one last dragonfly, saves a little bit of time. Say no to swag, by the way.
Say no to swag.
Knock it off.
It's chat, not me.
Yeah. Hell, everyone needs to stop. Real men go for swag.
Is that why you didn't?
I couldn't. It was marathon strats. I only had my Dixie. We already discussed what my punishment was. That's why I got the Bramble Infinite.
Excuses.
So that was one of the flitter skips right there. He bounces off the first one really, really late.
Oh, he opted out of it. I can't believe it.
And then he skips the second one. That's toxic. Ban this man.
Get him out.
God damn.
This Amish wood milk came from?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
So Void's gonna be smart, unlike I was, and just not even do the wrong warp in this level. And he's still gonna finish the level faster than I did. That did not feel right, I can tell you that much.
It's actually a really interesting bonus to see and do optimally.
This is my favorite bonus in the game.
It's
Yeah.
a good one.
Moai, by the way.
Yo, Moyai,
Libre Moai.
Lieberman.
which is free Moyai in French, by the way.
How did you know that?
Do you know French?
Maybe. Tabarnak.
Hey, man.
Hey,
Hey,
man.
man.
Hey, man.
Signpost skip right here. If you go up to the top of the screen, you actually scroll out the sign there, and you can keep your bird, because the bird's a lot faster than the spider.
And
But
then
he
you-
still gets despawned
Yeah.
by no spider signs because. the
Because
game-
birds are spiders.
Yes, exactly.
I definitely learned that biology class.
We're not talking about the Earth and what it is.
It's a rabbit.
Like, according to fellow DKC2 runner Mike Canis, everything that doesn't touch the floor is a bird.
Yeah,
It's not on the ground, it's a bird.
So that's a good example of Squawks' hitbox working to your advantage there. Void can just entirely skip that B
Is what?
ring.
Is the swordfish a bird?
Yes.
Alright. I can work with that.
And all birds are birds.
Oh, I didn't have the glitch. active.
Interesting. Oh, you must have taken too long.
Yeah, this run is so bad that I didn't have the glitch active.
So every 9 minutes, I believe it is, for whatever reason, there's this glitch that you can get double jumps for free, team throw double jumps. Otherwise, it's what, like frame perfect?
Yes.
So, not sure why it's on like a.
Menu up a little bit before you started running.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah, that might have
Yeah,
something
because
to do
oh,
with
that's what it was. You were on the menu for a while, doing.
Oh yeah,
Reason
that's
it
true. That's true.
oscillates, Like it turns on and off like every
Yeah.
9 minutes the game is on.
Yeah. And it's from power on of the console, not from when the run starts or when like you make a file. So sitting on the menu before the start of the run, put him outside that 9-minute window. That just means you can do it through all of Haunted Hall now.
Yeah, I guess.
Haunted Hall is another auto scroller where you ride a cart like this. And there's a video, it's probably on YouTube by now, of someone doing team throw double jumps through the entire level. There's no ground whatsoever. It's very slow. So you actually have to win the race here in order to get the DK coin.
built-in speed tech, by
Yeah.
the way.
Nintendo forcing us into speedruns early.
And if you don't, you get rickety wrecked. So now we're gonna visit Cranky, unlike all the other Kongs in World 1. So that's our 1% for him. And now it's time for Mudhole.
AKA crud hole.
Yeah, this level is really hard.
This is actually where I stopped learning any percent.
Good choice.
Yeah,
Good choice, yeah.
Good idea.
Like, I learned the level, and then I just didn't play it again for reasons I can't remember.
Because you played the level.
There's a invincibility there, but it's slow to get it, and Where's the God Gamer doesn't need it.
And that was an immaculate Eagle Pit.
Yeah.
Immaculate.
That was really good. He made it look easy, but that's actually really tough.
I've honestly probably put like 100 hours into grinding that part, and I'm barely decent at it. It's really hard.
Some nice throw your girlfriend strats there, using the team throws to grab stars more quickly. Nice little camera manipulation there to spawn in the Sonics a little bit later so you can roll through them. use a team throw there to kill both the flitters at once instead of using the cannonballs like the game wants you to. 2 for 1.
2 for 1.
This is one of 2 stages where the end of the level is actually really, really important. Swap there.
Nice.
That's good.
Yeah, the swap there sets up the timing for the DK coin to be on the target. It's one of the few times you actually need to get the fanfare.
There's only one other one.
Yeah, that one's pretty lenient. V0oid's is the other, and that one is very tight window.
8 frames. 8 frames.
11.
11.
It's 11.
11.
Oh.
So now
7
Odd number.
According
It is an odd
to
number.
Dr.
11 is an
G's.
odd number.
Yeah, 11 is an odd number, yeah.
I actually had to think about that for a second.
The bully!
Yeah.
Void is gonna.
The bully! The bully! Alright.
So,
Void's going up against the he's going up against the gatekeepers now. So.
Yeah.
Oh man, they won.
Now the gatekeepers are later. Those
Well,
are
yeah, I
like-
just meant in this level.
yeah, so there's a reason that the Voids split in this section for a very long time. I don't know if it still is, was Gatekeepers.
it's not anymore.
Is it to do with this trick now?
Nah.
Okay.
Has to do with the king being slow.
Oh, right. Okay, so using an invisible object there to manipulate that cannon to shoot him super far. We'll do it twice. So this one he still has to ride out for a little bit, but it's still in that glitch state where it would shoot him really far. And there he goes.
Rolling out.
Rolling out.
Yeah.
I am so glad this could be skipped now. Those are terrible.
Saves roughly a gazillion. And those are the gatekeepers right there.
Monkas.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie, after how the beginning of the level went, I was worried.
I was worried for you. So this is an interesting bonus. You get invulnerability to go over all the spikes and kill all the bees. It's a little bit faster to roll and run along the bottom instead of jumping on top of them. So
I also noticed there's the Jungle Jinx palette.
Yeah, so fun fact about that bonus, it was originally supposed to be the Jungle Jinx bonus. It has the same color palette as Jungle Jinx. That got fixed on 1.1, but because this is 1.0, you can see that they forgot to do that.
Right, because the Jungle Jinx bonus has the Clobber Carnage palette.
Yes, sir.
And Void's gonna opt out of the better strategy and go
Hey, man.
for the
The-
viable.
you mean the slow strat?
yeah.
Decon, whatever.
So we went for V0oid there, which is objectively better. It's faster. Also, don't have to take damage doing it.
But it doesn't have as good of a name.
But he needs it because he needs both columns.
Yeah,
What do you mean V0oid's not as good of a name? Is that a knock on our boy Via?
it's not, but
You better be nice. You're gonna get banned.
Yeah. Be nice to Via, because Via is nice.
I love Via. V0oid or V0oid Super Hyper Mega Ramby Rumble Team Throw Mark III.
Via boy?
Stupid name.
V0oid.
What kind of question is that, sir?
All right, guys.
Like Vine
Hey, man.
TKC3.
Hey, man.
So now we're a Rhino. Now we actually find out why this level is called.
Ligma Rumble.
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna go for it. I don't care.
You're not gonna go for it?
There's a death jump right there. You can go underneath, but it's really, really tricky. You have to do a double jump at the bottom of the screen in order to avoid the death plane. Saves, again, like nothing at the expense of dying and losing a literal billion.
It's half a second saved, yeah, if you get it.
By the way, he was running away from a really big bee that you never even saw.
I wonder what the lore is on which bee that actually is.
It's King Zing.
Is it actually King Zing?
It is, yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that was actually the king.
More interesting lore. In DKC 1, you fight Queen Bee. DKC 2, you fight King Zing. And apparently you kill both of them. And in DKC3, there are no more bees.
The bees go extinct, yeah.
Yeah, so they're all like machines. They're called buzzes.
And the king is really, really slow.
Yeah,
in
1.0
this.
King is Resident Sleeper.
That damage was intentional, 100%. Void definitely did not.
Dude, there was a fly like right in my face. I got distracted.
Void Fly.
Void fly.
Who's got that clip?
Oh, I know which one you're talking about.
Yeah, you clipped it, I think, Clayton.
Probably.
No 2-cycle, it's okay.
Never lucky. Rambi is unequivocally the worst animal buddy in the history of games. He's crass, rude, and ignorant. He doesn't even jump that well, and there's no reason to ever consider an adventure with Randy.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Well, that's World 4.
Lodge himself in the corner there just to save a few frames on animation. So now we go into the spooky world.
Spooky world.
World 5 is pretty muck-ass in general.
Thanks for the reminder, Blue.
What did he say?
He was
You visited
yeah,
Cranky
that you
in World
visited
4.
Cranky. So you didn't
Oh.
forget. Red
Red
guy.
That guy.
Right?
Another tricky DK coin
Yeah,
there.
that one's hidden really well.
I think that was the last one I found.
Makes sense.
Because, like, on the CRT, you can't even see it.
So this is chestception. Chest inside of a chest inside of a chest.
Basement hero throwing out the red guy in chat.
Good emote. Probably made by somebody who's really, really ridiculously good looking.
Shout outs to Red Guy made the SA1 firmware for SD2 SNES.
Him too.
Yeah.
So another big boy to get up there into the bonus barrel.
You can use the ghost ropes, but that's faster and looks cooler.
And thank you, that was very nice.
Really satisfying roll there.
If you ever learn this game, just remember, press Y again before you get to the spinies. Ooh.
That was a successful plink there. I was trying to talk about it earlier.
Thank you.
Nice.
We're in the cart, boys.
This is the one-handed level,
One hand.
Tupac's library.
Tupac's mixtape.
Yeah, basically you're just trying to get away from this ghost who's trying to get you to listen to his mixtape. And Void's gonna jump at the top of these doors because it saves frames to hit it at the top.
Yo, Infelius, thanks for the Twitch Prime sub.
Twitch Prime, by the way.
Your money goes to saving babies.
And this is a good time to read donations.
We got $4.20
From
from
V0oid.
PRS.
So we say this level is one hand just because holding right or left doesn't actually do anything once you're on the cart in this level. In Rickety Race, it does. If you hold left, you'll slow down. That's what he used to actually end up going backwards and get the boost. And then in Target Terror, he needs to hold right or left for when he jumps on the flitters. This one can literally just be done with one hand. And if you're Feast, you can eat a banana on stream.
Congratulations, you just collected 120 stars faster than Puncation.
Thanks,
2017
man.
Memes.
Nice one.
Nice run.
Could we possibly get any big PH3s in the chat? I don't think I've seen any today.
On it.
All right.
We have a $69 donation from PRS. Saying, this is what I'd like to do to plot. Dude, chat will load them. Alright, let's try it again.
You gotta go chat only is the option.
There it is.
Yes. If you there's like there's a settings here. Yeah, if you're actually on the stream.
$20 donation from Dutch Glow. Polish that knob.
Oh yeah.
too fast.
So this is the 1, 2, 3, 4 bonus. You jump 1 time, you jump 2 times, 3 times, 4 times.
Yeah, how shiny that is.
It's actually really, really shiny.
I mean, she's been polishing it all weekend. I would hope that it's shiny. So yeah, not really a lot to this level. Hit the plus barrels, don't hit the minus barrels. The jumping is intentional. It's not just because he's bored. Jump it.
About that.
Well, it's supposed to be intentional if you do the intended route. But yeah, jumping up hills and off of ledges in certain spots saves a lot more time than just gliding around. Solid Denny says hello, Void and chat.
Hello, Solid Denny. Ow.
Oof.
Typical. I haven't been able to get that strat in I don't know how long.
At least 2 weeks.
Oh yeah. Well, I didn't even get it that time, I think. I don't remember.
The important thing to remember about this level is that the wind is a gimmick.
Apparently.
I feel like a freaking chump for not bringing my picture. Forgot it. I literally like picked it up when I was packing and for some reason didn't put it in my backpack.
Oop.
It happens.
Now I stole.
Is that something
I-
that happens? Like who else?
I stole
has a
your
picture?
spotlight. Now Bick is my speed hero for today.
Nice banana count, by the way.
Thanks.
It's okay. I don't mind sharing my speed hero. I already shared with Cal.
Oh, we missed one, I think.
Ugh.
Oh, yeah, I think there's one way back on the.
Ah,
Yeah, you
had I
got-
not missed that start, I would have been a 29. But 28 is
Must've been
still
a
really good.
That's one of the hardest bonuses to do, ultimately.
It's really, really counterintuitive as well, because just like as a casual, you jump in the barrels, you go straight up and straight down, but it's optimal to go like at angles and stuff to like to get shot out of it less times.
Nope. Alright. Moving into Parrot Shoot Panic. A lot of people think that this is the scariest, fastest looking level of the game.
Kind of gets broken up a little bit by the bonuses, but it's still really cool to watch.
Or when you're learning this, it's called parrot anger management.
Yeah, this level's not so bad once you break it down.
I have a $69 donation from Moyai that says Paul Nantaka.
All in attack.
Yo, shout out to Moyai. Thank you for the generous donation. You too can contribute to the cause. Just post Moyai.
Just post Moyai.
Soon he will be free.
So when you're falling, basically you have like a jump stored so that you can spin off the ledges and then jump and spin again and change your direction. And it's extremely helpful in this level.
At the end of that bonus, the game wants you to take squawks through the sign there and get a TNT barrel. They didn't expect you to be able to shoot all the way over to that last bee. Saves a little bit of time. Nice headbutt.
And it looks like we've got a $15 donation from Demon Smalls. That
At Demon Smalls.
That says data face, I think that is.
Yes, that's the data face.
All right.
They're so small in that chat.
Web Woods.
At Demon Smalls.
One of the most monk-ass levels in the game, whether you're a casual or a speedrunner.
Yep. So this level involves a lot of web shooting, instant platforming, all that good stuff. Some deboosting. Everything. So whenever you jump into the bee after you take damage, you're able to get another jump. And so that's why we jump into the bees and then jump off of them essentially to get through quicker.
You're gonna try to get fast handball.
Oh,
Barely missed it.
so close.
That guy shoots a fast handball and then a slow one, and you're supposed to follow the slow one back to open the bonus.
But obviously the slow one's slow.
Yep.
Yeah, it's really slow.
But if you're really quick, you can get the fast one. I think we'll get it this time.
Very nice.
Nice.
First try.
First try. $13.37 donation. Yeah, dollar twice. With the message, greetings from Germany. First time streamer, long time taskbot. Kill the run and save the Danimals.
There are no people other than me made 1337 donations.
And a $420 donation from Winky that says Ribbit.
Oh, thank you, Winky.
Yeah, that's great.
Him ribbits.
Him donate.
Yeah, him donate, him save, him generous.
What up, mozzarella cheese?
Hey, look, it's the Rare logo.
I only saw the Microsoft logo.
Oh yeah, I'm supposed to swap.
Nice.
Ooh, there you go.
It's almost too early.
So that is obviously the second and final one where the end of the level actually matters. You actually have to get the target there. You normally do a swap to advance what item you would get from finishing the level. Just a sort of manipulation to set up that 11 frame window we were talking about earlier.
And now Crow is back from World 1 and he's angry.
He's
So he's gonna try and make V0oid mad by giving him left spawns.
He's dead, but he's like still around and can still hurt you, and barrels hurt him.
But he has babies now.
Yeah. Dead babies too.
Exactly. See ya, Crow.
Rolling out.
Nice.
Now he has blood.
The sun is going.
To explode!
Thank you.
How do you know that?
It's scientific, Lumophile. Read your freaking science book. So what V0oid did there is he got On Guard's charge going, and if you reach a certain point and go backwards and forwards, it'll trigger the water to just instantly fill up the room instead of slowly going up like it's intended to. It's true in about 5 billion years. I mean, everybody knows that the sun's gonna explode. Yeah.
What up, basement?
What do I have to do to further bring that to your table? Excuse me? Why did that happen?
We gotta get the rolling deep tapes to space.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. If nobody's studied up on the lore of the Rolling Deep tapes, I highly recommend that you do. And learn why RPG needs
Yeah,
to be
learn the RPG lore.
Yeah. RPG's grandfather.
He's the origin of a lot of pretty good memes that we like to use.
Shout out to RPG.
That's RPG.
So if you have no idea what we're talking about, that's why.
So while we're at it, we might as well mention, if you like memes and you like old SNES games, the Donkey community is perfect for you. So please consider going to dkcspeedruns.com and learning to play this game.
What about the Discord?
Yeah, the Discord's okay too, sometimes.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a
Depending on which channel you look at.
Yeah, as long as you just pretty much stick to Winky, then
Stick to Winky and avoid leaderboards.
yeah, don't go on
At all
leaderboards.
costs avoid leaderboards.
And if you forget what the URL to the wiki is, you can always just go to shitgamequitforever.com.
Yeah, that one works too.
Also check general a couple times a day for the daily data.
The daily data phase by BGW, yep.
First one to react wins. Chris, ow.
Yo, happy 98th post Adelaide Shy Day, by the way.
How do you say I like shrine?
I guess right.
First you say Ilerlai, and then you say
Oh, I thought that it was pronounced Adelaide Shy. Is it not?
I mean, I usually say I like shrine.
Oh, okay.
So I'm shooting one guy there to save approximately 10 years worth of lag.
Yeah.
Could be an underestimate.
Yeah, this is one of the harder levels in the game. We got caught up in the memes, but Animal Antics is no joke. If you're on good pace when you get into Animal Antics, it's a pretty
Nice.
Yeah, that's pretty tough. So he
Shots to
lines
DNA.
lines up on the bottom there to squeeze between the transformation barrel and the vines. If he hits the vines, he loses the bonus, and he has to do it again. If you just hit the barrel, it's a little bit of a time loss just because you have to wait through this animation to actually transform. And this right here, this wind section, is the hardest section that everyone had trouble with as a kid.
And I don't know if
also reminds me of my childhood.
oh
Same.
yeah. I don't know if it's just me, but I think this is like one of the prettiest.
Aesthetics.
Yeah, like in the entire game, like the clouds in the background. Of the
I agree.
rainbows.
There is a really tight clip there that you can do to get around that. Nice double jump, by the way.
Thanks.
Some pixel perfect.
You can, yeah, sub-pixel perfect. It's really, really difficult. Obviously, saves just about nothing. Just one of those animations when you enter the barrel.
It was a good Animal Antics.
Really not worth it, RTA.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Diddy Windy.
And we're gonna do a big boy to skip a good chunk of the level.
Jumps up, hits the trigger for the wind to start. The wind blows him up to the next level. Do the same sort of thing, but in a different way later to, again, hit the wind trigger and jump up to the next part of the stage.
Music in this level is a low-key banger.
Yeah.
Mining Melancholy.
I didn't think much of Mining Melancholy until I started speedrunning this game. And then it rose up.
It did. It was
Sometimes, like right there.
Dang, I only
You got
got
one of them. You can hit two flitters at once. Just saves bopping on them individually.
And the banana coins are completely irrelevant.
Right here, take a D-boost, jump up to the next level. I believe that's exclusive to this version. You can't do that in the other one, right?
You can do that on U 1.0 because the camera doesn't follow you.
Yeah.
This is why it's done on J 1.0. It's for
Right.
that D boost.
I thought that you had to do the team throw to store the jump. But
Where?
Ghetto bees.
right there.
Oh, I don't think so.
Ghetto bees.
Nice.
So he basically skips a wind cycle there by lining it up. So he skips that first little pocket between the first and second bee. Little camera manipulation there to keep the clobber from coming out of his barrel and running at you. Oop,
Never missed that star at the top right. That's pretty interesting.
marathon lock.
Yeah.
Never did that, by the way. No space.
No space, by the way.
Libra Moyai, by the way.
Oh yeah, Libre Moyai.
Libre Moyai.
We gotta set him free.
I heard that means free moire in French.
Yeah.
So this level
really?
is about a gazillion years long and really, really slow.
This would unironically have been a good time to read donations.
Well, it's 2 gazillion years long, but we skip 1 gazillion.
Yeah, exactly. So he's gonna escort his barrel, companion barrel. We're gonna use it for an interesting trick later.
He's gonna guard this barrel with his life.
Alright, doing any more stuff.
Yeah. Pink guy.
Shiny red guy.
This is a great time to add Demon Smalls. It's always a
Yeah.
great time to add Demon Smalls.
This is the
By the way, add
safest-
Demon Smalls.
Safest time to escort, or to add demon smalls. Red chat. Bob. Saving frames. Letting the crusher.
$98 from Aller Like a Shrine that says Happy 98th Day Post Aller Like a Shrine.
Oh.
Yo, thanks, I like a shrine.
Also empties cat.
Careful with that one. That's what he's gonna do here. He's gonna drop the barrel and pick it back up. Right there, get an invisible object. Take damage. You get zipped up to the end of the level. So we do that in order to be able to go back and play it again later.
Nice game, by the way.
Because if you notice, he didn't get any of the bonuses or anything like that. So he'll do that after, just for Kong order's sake. Plus, the game automatically advances you to the next stage after having beaten that one. So he beats it first so that he can start select again, just like he did in Worlds 1 and 2 with the levels that he took the warps in.
And the start select works there because that's not technically a wrong warp.
Yeah, you actually finish the level, you actually hit the target. Normally when you wrong warp, the game doesn't think you've beaten it, even though you have a Kong face on the level in the world map, and you can advance after it. You don't get percentage for beating it, which is mandatory for 102, and since the game doesn't think you actually beat it, you can't start select out. It's also really easy to lose runs there. Bad things can happen.
A lot of bad things can happen in this game.
Yeah, bad things can happen at any point.
Playing this game is sometimes just a bad thing.
Red guy.
Yeah.
You're gonna have a bad time.
Shout outs to throwing your girlfriend.
Yeah, so he teams up, throws his girlfriend there to hit the invincibility trigger, but we get her back, it's fine. Hardest jump in the game.
I wasn't sure if I was gonna roll through red guy.
Yeah, that was the safe way, for sure.
Back to Castle Crush.
Back to the beach once more.
Back to Red Zone Sleeper.
He's gonna try and get the banana manip here, and got him.
Nice.
Got him.
You either need to get all the bananas, none of the bananas, or 69 bananas.
So yeah, I'm gonna escort Companion Barrel once again, but this time I'm gonna do something different. I'm gonna use the invis that I get from that barrel to open the bonus sooner than intended.
3 seconds.
Yeah, it saves a little bit, but I mean, while you have to go through this auto scroll, you may as well. Why not?
Doesn't cost any time to bring there.
Exactly.
Pink guy.
Mess it up and you have no way out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The game intends you to open it with Rambi, I believe.
Yes.
Yeah. You're supposed to be Rambi for most of this. Oh. Swag bananas. How boring is that crook's life? He's like, just stand here and wait and see if anybody shows up. He's like, okay, boss.
He's reflecting on his decisions.
Why didn't I go to trade school?
Very nice.
Nice. Yo, shouts to Zara.
Yeah, shout out to Zara. So he originally found a way to bop all those bees, specifically that you don't have to wait for the crusher. It saves a good chunk of time. Because the crusher's slow.
Ah, no lotto.
Two ones are hard. So you can do a 2-1 jump there. It lets you jump a little bit higher than normal, and then you team throw up to the ledge. It lets you get pretty far ahead of the crusher and save some time.
Big boy.
Again, what are these crooks' lives like? Yeah, I mean, at least they have buddies. You know, they're with each other, sort of.
And if this song is like playing on a speaker, like in the castle, it's like, okay.
That's not so bad.
An eternity of Crook's March.
Yeah.
Not so bad.
Life could be worse.
Yeah, could be,
So here at the beginning of this bonus, I jumped twice to hit the trigger that makes the crusher go up faster, sooner. It saves a big 0.3.
Donkey unit.
Yep.
hey, it adds up.
Approximately 1 donkey.
Those DKUs.
Diddy unit is probably
You
like
like dots?
1/6 of a donkey unit. I don't know.
5/6.
5/6.
Yeah, because Diddy has 6/5 the speed of Donkey, I believe it is.
So Void is gonna do the most intense section of rope climbing ever in this level.
After this bonus.
It's really, really satisfying to watch.
Yeah.
But as we've said earlier, ropes are impossible.
No Risby.
I really hope you can hear that.
That's some controller ASMR.
That's some real good ASMR. Roll through the guy. Very nice.
Nice.
Read my climb.
Give it a 9.
Rate my climb.
I said I'll give it a 9.
Oh yeah.
Oh, 9. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't hear you.
Nine's pretty good.
Wait, what?
I give it a 9.6.
Haha.
Aha.
Gonna be a little out of bounds, but weird.
I was gonna give it an 8.
69 back.
I give it
Say
an.
something that degenerate.
Oh yeah, that's also something that's 1.0 exclusive. So after the bonus, what I pretty much did was press left and then swap my Kongs, and that, for whatever reason, pushes me into the wall. You can do that in multiple spots. I think like there are a couple of spots where it's possible to be done in PCP, and that just soft locks your game.
There's like a zip you can do earlier in that level with it.
Yeah.
But it's slower.
All right, Toxic Tower. Time for the most intense snake jumping you'll ever see in your life. So Void is doing snake jumps, and that is
Nice Omega.
Yeah, the Omega. It's like really precise inputs that he has to do to get that extra height instead of waiting for Radley's charge, which takes like 2 to 3 seconds.
An eternity.
Yeah. So instead, he just
10 donkey units.
yeah, he holds down the charge button and then like press and releases and represses the jump button all within a certain frame window, and gives you a really big jump. That's the like bad version of explaining it.
Gets the gist across. Nice moon flap.
But go to DKC Speedruns for more info. Read the wiki.
Game Twister.
Oh yeah.
Read the wiki.
Yeah.
Up in 3.
I need the bonus.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like almost incredible.
Yeah. By the way, Bramble's in the castle.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
His courtyard.
Yeah, it's the courtyard.
He likes to have lunch.
That's where all the crooks hang out when they're not waiting for their Diddy to show up.
When they're on their break.
All right.
Hardest boss of the game.
Yep. Good luck, Void.
Whenever whenever I see,
Oh, nice. First try.
Yeah.
Great.
whenever I see someone struggling for life, I definitely pull out a boombox.
Yeah. You think you can do K Rool and K Rool 2 in less than 5 minutes?
5 minutes?
Well, I guess it would be like 6.
The jump is natural route.
Natural routes.
Nice.
Really tight window there to jump in between the cloak and the vines, and then also not get caught by him afterwards.
Shoutouts to the Jews.
3 U's. I do kind of wish that in Stronghold Showdown there was that boss that's in the GBA version.
Oh,
No.
You don't.
Caro's a jerk.
I don't know.
No, Kerosine's terrible.
Seems fun. Now, Void is gonna try and, well,
Race skip.
yeah.
I did race skip, but I took damage.
Yeah.
That's fine.
So normally, if you go past Screech there, a little stoplight comes out and you start a race against him, and you get a banger of a track.
For reference,
Background.
see Clayton's run.
Yeah. Oof. Damn. All right. At least I didn't take damage there.
Nice.
Nice B ring skip.
So he does have to stay off the bottom there, because when you're not carrying the Kongs and actually transformed into squawks, you're actually still vulnerable.
Time for the K Rool fight. Glorified cutscene.
There is a little bit you can do to speed it up just by throwing the cannonballs at him as soon as he starts using his vacuum gun. Blunderbuss.
Blunderbuss.
Ideally, you don't see any of the dust that seems to suck in. Call it dustless. Are we gonna get some fan service?
What do you mean?
Blue Diddy?
Fans.
Sure.
Oh yeah.
Bad back spawn.
More RNG. These always come out at the same height, so he knows which one's going to be where, so you can avoid them.
That's pretty good.
I have a pretty decent setup for that throw specifically.
Yeah.
You get into a really good rhythm from avoiding the cannonballs.
Yeah, these patterns are the same every single time. I think it took me 3 months of running this game to realize that. And one day I was just like, holy shit.
Yeah, that fight is entirely scripted.
Green donkey is the same as regular donkey.
So if you look in the back, you can see a SFC controller, because this is the J version. On the U version, it is a Super Nintendo controller. You can tell by the colors of the buttons. Same thing on the menu. When you start a file, the Kongs are holding controllers, and there'll be the rainbow buttons for the SFC controller on the J version, and the violet and purple buttons on the U version.
Here's your Blue Diddy.
Doesn't care about his fans.
Yeah.
What? I showed Blue Diddy. Hello?
Blue Diddy.
Yeah, so you can actually keep that blue palette, and then if you swap, Dixie will turn blue. You can do the same thing with all the clouds. So
Yeah.
you can get red and purple as well.
Do with the purple you won't.
You're right, you won't.
The thing is, it wastes 2 seconds per cycle, so 6 seconds total if you do that.
Yeah. And then also the time to swap if you do.
Yeah.
And those purple clouds are the worst ones to get hit by. They reverses all of your directional inputs.
Does you a big confuse.
Sounds like her.
Yeah.
Well, What's the red one? Slow-mo?
Yeah.
Jump weird.
Yeah, it slows you down.
Alright. Hey look, we beat the final boss.
We got him.
Oh wait.
No, that's not time.
Yeah, that's on time.
Debated. There's yeah, you fight him again.
It was 124.41.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't worry
We'll
about it.
add 124.41.
Congrats on Twitter check.
Yo.
Oh, let's do that actually.
World record.
124.41. K-roll 1 is like 130.02 pace. So.
Yeah.
Oh,
Twitter check.
yeah, Twitter check.
So you have to sit and wait through all of this. So usually just check Twitter in the meantime.
Now's a good time to read donations.
What?
Winky.
The frog?
Winky is a frog.
What about you? Do you like Winky?
Me too.
Bonus him hop
That's
look.
what I like to hear.
So as you can see in the background, there is a statue. It's not actually Winky. It's not taxidermy. He's not dead. He's alive and well. He's in Smash. And in some promo art, I think somebody's phone is messing with the microphones.
Oh. I was wondering what that was.
In some promo art in a magazine, there's actually On Guard in the case back there. So that got changed sometime because On Guard's actually in the game and in the next game.
Beat Mario percent, by the way.
Beat Yoshi. Oh my
yeah.
What
god.
in God's name is
saw that.
Who
that?
did that?
That's Wario Bionicle,
Somebody
aka Nightmare Fuel.
Yeah, it really is though. Also, little Easter egg and basically just trashing Sega. There are there's Earthworm Jim's gun and there's Sonic shoes next to a trash can that says no hopers.
I thought it says no hoppers because Winky's not in this game.
But we had Noodle Frog.
We're coming for him just like Nantucket. Exactly. Burn.
So since we didn't have enough money the first time around, we go back and do this one now. There's a really dope trick that hopefully he'll get.
One had to be left till the end because K-roll has a point.
Is this a zip your dick off trick?
Yes.
This is
Nice.
All right. So he
uh,
manipulates the cutlass to come over and hit him, takes damage, and re-enters the barrel as the time is expiring. Normally when time expires, it shoots you out. But it just sort of like unlocks if you take damage as that happens. And you use it to go too far left, which then zips you to the right. And you skip a lot of stuff.
and about
So
the-
that's the whole reason why you play on 1.0 because the glitch itself to get perma barrel was not patched on 1.1. What was patched was you being able to go out of bounds with that barrel.
And we like
Same
it
with
so
this
much, we'll do it
bonus.
again.
Speaking
Yeah.
of out of bounds,
Yeah. It was so fun before, we'll do it again.
Yep.
remember to zip your brambles, kids.
That barrel is a fucking homie.
It's true.
That barrel is the real companion barrel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The real MVP.
A sub 5-minute 102 run, yeah. World record pace, boys. Actually, this is not even sub 5. Sub 6, though.
All right. So now this is the final boss. Because apparently all those times you hit him before, falling down the entirety of Crocodile Isle into the ocean and getting eaten by sharks wasn't enough.
Sharks were just trying to steal his wallet.
Yeah. Everyone knows sharks are friendly and not, harmful in any way.
Baby shark. Doo-doo.
Sharks are good boys.
Sharks eat crocodiles?
They don't live in the same place.
Sometimes they do, yeah.
Oh, really?
saltwater
Yeah, they're
saltwater crocodiles and bull sharks have like come together or whatever, and yeah.
First supremacy. Number one TP.
So if you hit any of these purple clouds, he'd get his direction reversed. It wouldn't be the end of the run, but it would just make things harder. Then he obviously has to avoid all the spike balls. Time coming up here
Time
soon.
actually is coming now.
Time.
So that's
5:14. Bet.
Yeah.
So
That's a 129.
Well, between like when the timer was paused and reset, that didn't count.
Yeah,
Yeah,
130.
like 130, 02, 03.
130 is a good run.
Yeah.
Nice run.
Nice run.
GG. Void, nice run.
Remember to add Demon Smalls in the chat.
Remember to polish your nose.
Remember to polish your knobs.
Add Demon Smalls, polish your knob, subscribe. DKCSpeedruns.com. Go to the Discord.
Free Moyai.
Free Moyai, Libre Moyai, Burn
Winky is a frog.
Yeah,
Especially for me.
No hoppers.
this is like the lightning round for memes right now. So yeah,
Check out RPG.
Mario. Yeah, learn about the rolling deep tapes.
Twitch.tv.
Shouts to Big Fun
Mixtape.
Balls.
Yep,
Shout outs to Big Fun Balls.
Big PH3.
I'm sorry I forgot my big shirt.
It is what it
This is your
is.
reward.
This is your true ending.
I remember
Yep.
the knob though.
It's very clean and shiny.
Uh-oh.
And so after all of that,
he got away.
he didn't. Yeah. So you see him again in the next game. And the next game.
Spoilers.
I wonder what he's gonna get up to next.
I mean, they already saw DK64.
they saw DKC3,
Yeah.
so we did it
They
in
know.
reverse boss order.
Reverse game order.
Yeah. So yeah, that's it.
102.
Validated. Nice.
Validated, yep.
Nice run.
Nice run.
Nice run.
So yeah, thanks for watching, gamers.
TY4 watch.
TY watching data face.
Rolling out.
Rolling out.
Oh yeah. That